Welcome back to our second video in a three-part series talking about the FAFSA. And we're really going to jump into more of the details here with Rob, who's going to explain even more details than we talked about in our first video. So the FAFSA, we talked about who it was for, what it was, student aid, and these could be grants or loans for students who are nearing college, right?
Yes, or in college.
Okay, perfect. So now let's dig into more of the details. So with the FAFSA, do you want to explain maybe what the expected family contribution is?
Sure. So the expected family contribution, when you fill out the FAFSA, you have to give your income and assets. And there's a formula that the government has that says that a family, based on their income and assets, can reasonably afford to pay X amount of dollars to help their child go to college. So they not only look at the parent, but also the student as well in terms of how much they make and how much they have in assets.
Okay, so all of that contributes to how much they're going to actually be able to get, I'm sure.
Right.
So then what are some of the key factors that we need to be thoughtful of?
So there's really two pieces to the formula. There's an income and assets. Income has a much bigger contribution to the expected family contribution, or EFC for short. So the higher your income is, the higher your EFC will be. Assets also are included in that calculation, but at a much lower rate. So more like 5 or 6% of your assets would be included in the expected family contribution.
Okay, so these are all good things that we need to be thoughtful of, even leading up to these years where we're going to maybe be filing for student aid. Yep. So then a special note here to grandparents, because you mentioned assets and income of the parents and the children, or the child who's going to be going to college, but what's the special note to grandparents?
So with the cost of college, what it is these days, what we're finding is a lot of grandparents are having to chip in to help out their grandkids to actually afford college. And the way they're doing that is they open up 529 college savings accounts, save up some money, invest it so that when their grandchild goes to college, there's money there to help them pay for it. But one key thing that grandparents need to realize is that when they take money out of that 529 account, that money is actually going to count as income against the student borrower. So it's really important for a grandparent to wait until the junior or senior year of college to pull that money out to help pay for it, because when you fill out the FAFSA, it looks at your income, not only the parent but the student looks at the income for 2 years prior than the school year they're applying for.
Okay, so this is all really helpful because regardless of whether they're having to help pay for college, or even some grandparents just want to help pay for college, this all becomes a part of where can I start paying for college from? Do I use money we've saved, or can we actually get aid from the government, whether a grant or a loan? So this is really helpful to remember. So we've got one more video after this that is going to get us even closer to that filing date that's coming up and walking you through all the details of FAFSA. Please keep following us to learn about that one as well.